just in case anyone questions what I am wearing. I don't really have a script plan, I just want to do stuff. I'm going to be talking about editing in 3D motion. This is going to be a chill one. So if we look at a lot of 3D motion design, let me show you this and full screen it. We normally encounter a lot of these like slow moving like landscape shots. There's more here where it goes slow, like a slow shot, and then it transitions really fast, right? It's just shot and it becomes really energetic. Why do we do that? I think a lot of it attributes to the fact that 3D CG, or at least this kind of 3D CG, based off realism. Like the animations, well, not the animations, the renders are really realistic. We tend to sort of borrow techniques from live action filmmakers. I think every realistic 3D CG person is actually just a filmmaker at heart. Type in fight scene. This scene from Nobody. We're sort of, let's just move a little bit farther now. We sort of see him go through it, and this not only to show that he's pushing people off of the bus, it's also establishing the geography of the entire scene before we go to the fight scene. I'm not gonna show you the fight scene.
He's back. Fuck!
Oh shit, it's still recording. Or you know, in the beginning of a sitcom scene, sometimes they'll do a pan up of like maybe a building or something just to show like where they are. This stuff is sort of similar, where we establish where the scene is being set and where the product is. But why do we do that? We're not doing a fight scene, so we don't need to show the geography of a scene. We aren't showing characters because we're all inanimate objects, so why are we doing this? This is my theory. I actually wrote this down. An establishing scene that kind of warms the audience up into this video. But not only that, we're sort of establishing the design language for the entire video. It's really funny, we're actually setting up the design language of the video. Like, we're using this palette, we're using this sort of stuff. But this sets up another thing. If we are setting up the design language of said video, why are we suddenly going wild all of a sudden? You can tell from some 3D design videos, we start off normal, and then suddenly, the animation starts going buck wild and sort of like crazy. And why do we do that? How does it come back to this establishing shot? Well, what we're doing is we're establishing what is happening in the world, and then we're breaking the design rules of the world. This is gonna get real deep, all right? But I've been thinking about this and I can't stop thinking about it. And I'm really gonna go conspiracy theory out of all of this. I think this has to do with story structure. If an audience wants to be engaged in a video, there's gotta be some form of story involved. This is called Todorov's theory, and you can really just read up on it. It's actually really interesting. Let's see if there's an image actually. Here we go. At first there's a protagonist, and he has a normal world, an equilibrium in this case, and then something disrupts it, or something changes it. And the protagonist has to repair the disruption in order to gain back his world, gain back his normal world. We actually want to focus on the disruption bit. 3D suddenly goes buck wild is because we have a normal routine, a normal established design language, and then we completely break it in order to gain interest on the audience. It also helps that most of the 3D CG that we see is we're trying to promote a product which is kind of like groundbreaking or trying to change the world, you know? So how do you promote or advertise that this product is changing the world? Well, by literally changing the world. So this is a classic example as well that Somei has done. Every single establishing shot is right in the beginning. All just establishing shots. They're all still, they're all showing what it is, what is the status quo. And because of the camera, boom, things are starting to change. And then you can see here, boom, something unexpected happens. And here, let me download a video here actually. So if I just show you this part, you'd think, wow, this is kind of interesting. Oh, whatever. But if you include the establishing shot here and then boom, and then suddenly it starts doing that, it adds a layer. It's like, oh, equilibrium, broken, unexpected, kind of interesting. Oh, it's kind of cool. Wow, a cool transition shot. But if you start it off with this building shot, and they're like, whoa, this building turned into some speakers, which then turns into the phone. Isn't that fucking cool? Do I really have to go back to the icons? I've talked enough about the fucking icons. So this icons, the video is a great example where there's an established status quo, and then they start changing things. Here's the paper, and they start, I used this example last time here, and it starts color picking, and it's so like, whoa, it's so cool, and it's transforming the world and all that stuff. This product is gonna do something different. And that's why it's starting to change the design language of the video. That's all I wanted to talk about. All right, I just needed to get that off my chest because honestly, I've been thinking about it for so long, like this entire week, and I really needed to just express it and get it out of my fucking head. So, yeah, I don't know why I'm so fucking angry today.
Can you please forgive all the jealousy I have? This time I'm finding peace in my sorrow that I keep. And all I have is silence in your absence and release. Hey.